Good morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are. Looks like Outfox still doesn't and may never support windowed mode, which unfortunately causes a bit of a blank when switching windows. Anything else to set up here? Maybe volume. There was no direct immediate feedback on that. That might almost be too low. Alright, so let that start loading. Let's see, in pick, surely I've got... Okay, so fake play is an option. Fake data. Oh, so that's for like, if you don't have all the stuff scored, I guess. So I may have to reload for that. This is still technically in that screen. And then I have to remember what all the key combos are. Okay, so F3, Oh, control. But what does that reload? That does something else. It's here. Reload this scene. Alright, so that shall allow us to go into here and see that we have no options. And oh, okay, so that doesn't actually go into the game screen apparently. It's only if we skip the options, so I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. Because the options is going to have its own next screen. So we might be racking up accidental song play counts. I don't know if it is able to interrupt that at all. Oh, that exited. Okay. So this is a combination of what I'm doing and what the bass theme is doing. So it has to be getting those arrow, the speed mods from somewhere. And actually, it could be in here or in fallback. So what screen is that? Will this be sort of around... Well, this is update because it's technically a time thing. So it'd be somewhere where we triggered entering song. If entering song... Screenplay options. So we've got BG animations, decorations. Oh, other thing we want to turn off here. Toggle sample music. Screen song options. There's definitely a bit of code here. Oh, well, that's definitely not it. I guess parts of this could be in fallback. I wouldn't mind keeping those a little bit separate. This is kind of a basic thing. No, not really. This is like it. So theme colors, mods level, there's a music rate. Note skins. I think that actually works. Oh, something here doesn't work. Bad argument to set target. Actor expected got nil. This is option row frame. So that's another thing. $125, bet argument to set actor, actor expected got now. Isn't there some... Nope, not F2. There's flush log. Maybe it was here. It's preferences. Toggle, show recent errors. Oh, okay, that used to do something, I think. $125. Screen man. Get top screen. Get child ns string dot lower param choice name. If self get parent Lua note skins change message command. So I think that means Lua. I think that means if we got Lua note skins change message. Maybe it's not message. Okay, we should be getting at least one of these. It's at least a substring of this. Lua note skins. Change message. So maybe there's a change message command when that option changes. Get name, Lua note skins. Then cur note skin, get player stake, get options, mod level preferred. Note skin. Okay, so we've checked. Get parent, get name. If we have a top screen, so we should have already checked that. Cur note skin, string dot lower. Get top screen, get child ns. So it's going to this code, so it's passing all of the checks. Bet argument number 1. Param name. So is that self-set target? Actor, oh. Actor proxy. So is target perhaps the thing that it proxies to? Note skin. Get ends new options equals main. Note skins. name equals hit command visible false. Screen player options decorations option frame. Oh, load all note skins for the previewer. Okay. How? Let's see. Player nameplate. Maybe that's down here. Speed mod update. That's another interesting point. So what was it? Option row? Option row frame. Get options row. Get options row. Option row mini menu. What stuff in option row scatter? Maybe that's just system thing. So how do we get here? Well, it's looking for an object. That object doesn't seem to exist. I don't know. Oh, do I still have my references? It's gone. Same username. Site itself, which is now moved to here. Oh, this is very redone. Hopefully that's good. But can it? Okay, so there's two different sites. That is dead. And we can link to that one from there. Guides, other resources. Okay, Lua Lua. Stepmania GitHub Wiki. Lua 5.1. We're curious about proxies. This is pretty high level. It might be useful to review. So I'm used to this one, but this may or may not be better. So that is a different thing here. What are actors? This might be from the, or like a bunch of like markdown files or something. Actors, not specifically proxy. Were there more of those? Well, the full documentation would have that. All right. Actor proxy. Derivative of actor. Get target, set target. And it is just any old actor. What were we looking at? Get top screen. You actually did have screen min, didn't you? Oh, this is more, oh, right, but that is the description, not the high level. Okay, so this is in a big document. That's kind of what that was. Singleton, so there's all this. These must be the classes of those things? Because you don't have the, what do they call these? Well, they call these singletons. So that's screen manager, probably screen manager. So get top screen. The individual units of a game cycle. Screen gameplay, screen select music. Screens are collections of distinct actors wrapped up in a single actor frame. Actor frame is the screen that players interact with. Screens must be defined in that theme's metrics, desired name. Be available in a theme. So a screen is a derivative of an actor frame, which is probably going to have most of the stuff. Add input callback. Get next screen name. Metric. Remove input callback. So this is probably going to be actor frame. There's get child. Get children. So in order to see what children there might be here, we're going to have to do something like screen man get top screen, get children, Lua reference. Let's get draw function. Turn in a table of actors indexed by the names. Am I going to have my utilities here? Because I think I had something to print a table. Rec print table. F3, 2. We got nothing. Still got nothing. It's not complaining. Okay, so it does show recent errors. Oh, maybe the things I was thinking weren't recent. It changed the line number. Wait, but wasn't like 125? Oh, there's 2 set targets. We were having trouble with this one before. Oh no, this is also triggering on load. So okay, so that works. No. I'm not sure if objects are tables. Like everything's supposed to be a table. Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't work. What's our basic print function? Lua report script error. Oh, rec print table to stream. But that doesn't even work. Okay, that's just a long line. Okay, and so there's something there, but it's probably not an actual table. Help, underlay, out, cancel, footer. Oh, nope, that was 8. We need 9. Out, cancel container, in, footer. So I need to do something more detailed here. It's been a wee bit since I dealt with all this table iteration stuff. KV in pairs. I still need some of this. And really, all we want to do header overlay out. Yeah, we don't have any of that NS stuff. And it's trying to get it. So we said Player nameplate's doing it too. That's all the same play. It's all the same stuff. Metrics, prefs. Didn't I see screen player options supposedly creates these things? But only if get env new options. Oops, I guess I toggled it back off. Script error occurred. Wait. Test. Test. Nope. And this is where we do need to... Nope. It was on, so we toggled it off. It was in the temporary... in footer. Option row frame. You know what? This is partly why I did this thing. Pick. Try to print out something that will be distinct every time. Okay, so that'll happen before there. I keep forgetting which way it prints. Does it actually tell me anything about direction? Okay, so yeah, it does that one, and then does the other one, and then script error occurred. So new options, text is script error occurred. Attempt to concatenate a nil. So the script error is the attempted to print nil. So it would not be equal to main. If show message. Ask for go to options. Oh no, what do we do? Command self equals main and top screen. Or num. Oh, speed mod update. That sounds interesting. SPO choices. 8 or 9. This seems kind of important. But I suppose it would just be main. Oh. Okay, return. Gameplay. Main additional effects. Maybe. Wait, okay, end names. So that is doing the translation. So that's that screen. Is that not getting properly set? Do we like have to do this once? Oh, hey, look, NS. Alright, do we have to do that every time we come through here? Okay, so actually the preview is nice. And that gets us our player options. Okay. So why is that not set? Oh, psh. Wrong option screen. I don't know if it's going to be a big enough deal to worry about, but... Wrong start screen. Okay, so within one running of the program, it remembers that. Well, within one game, it remembers that. We haven't restarted yet. Okay, so as soon as we restart the game, we have a problem. So where is that getting set? If def actor frame, ask for go to options command. Go to options command. I don't know what triggers this. And screen set screen options screen. This is still decorations. Off command. On command? Screen select music overlay. Oh, update Discord screen info. So we're potentially missing a lot. Well, that would be very much dependent on if we support that feature, which is going to very much depend on the environment we're in. Okay. So whenever we start this, on command, off command, def actor frame. Okay, so one nice thing about the old one. Well, okay, we still have the collapse problem. You can only find things that are open. Actor definitions. Then open. Okay, so this is just a general actor thing. At the parent screen's on command. But what does that mean? Does that mean it was shown? Do I use on command? Maybe it just means it's shown. It's like a knit. No, it was turned on, it was turned off. So add an additional octar frame. When it gets added, get master player number, discard profile. Off command. Is a function. Maybe this displays press button for options? Texture theme get path G screen select music sort icon. Init command on command. Hello. Yeah. My custom theme does not play nicely with it. We do not get speed options, and we don't have the... Oh, and I just now discovered that we don't have the note previews, which are also causing errors. So I think it has. I think it's this. I'm just trying to understand why and how that's being set in sound waves. Oh. Okay. Because this seems to be a sound wave specific thing that I was not accounting for previously. Yeah, I guess I'm not familiar with enough other themes to know if that set of options, but if you get into this through any way except the standard music selection screen, it's null. Which doesn't work so good. Main.lua. Okay, so you can see something about that in main.lua. Both players enables, player fade. Ah, okay. You know what? I ran across this name. I didn't look into it. So it looks like in order to be compatible with sound waves for those features. Oh, jeez. What file was I in? Screen select music overlay. Yeah, so what is... I guess I have to go into like regular select music and see if there's like something that shows up to prompt you to... or actually I could do that. I don't have to change themes necessarily. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Well, yeah, except I don't use this screen most of the time. Whatever. So there, press again for options. So is that... Oh. Right, so it doesn't actually reverse. Okay, back to... Oops, that was actually it. I want, when starting a new game, and going into options, to have speed mods. And it appears that these things are not available unless the... I've forgotten the name already. New options is correctly set to something. Speed mod update. Well, I mean, it sounds like all I need to do is set this environment variable, and then things will do their correct conditions. I have not yet tested that theory. Yeah, this is the problem. New options is null, so none of this code triggers. And other related code. Or I think it's nil in Lua. So, to be Soundwaves compatible for the options screen, I have to set that before going into the options screen. Is what I'm getting so far. So where? Well, I guess my question is, where is that failsafe? Because our workflow is we go into my custom screen right away. So maybe there's like an intermediate, like, starting game screen that gets skipped there as well. Screen player options, text and decorations. Or do you mean like that literal text? Which I might have to do some meta character quoting here. Yeah. Metrics, okay. Screen player options. Line names has an OR main. Num rows shown has a and 8 or 9. I actually ran across when I was searching for it. That has a default. But nothing actually sets new options that I've seen. So like these individual metrics have their own fallbacks? Well, this is a different copy of this. That's the only square bracket one, I think. But then in screen player options, is this one? Or is it a different one? Yeah, this is only equals main. So like what I finally ran into is that this statement is telling me that you can't concatenate nil. So new options is nil once we get here. And this might be because of the way I'm using it. But it is not tolerant to me overwriting screens like that. Of course, the first implementation of colors was also broken for the way I use it, so it's obviously not that common. That's what I'm coming to. I'm just trying to figure out where do I do that? Trans new screen. That seems to be the only place. Yeah, it's just a extra concern we have to take care of. Is set up next game mine? Yes, but that's used for other things. This is specific to going here. Had one more, right? Okay, well, first of all, I haven't saved this yet. Okay, so that actually, that's not me. This was me. Hey, we've got speed options. Yep, and the fancy note skins. Which is certainly nice versus having to try each one out. Well, I mean, you still kind of want to try them out for many things, but there's probably some where I would kind of nope out of. All right, so that's one thing down. So what state was my in? Where was I in here? Not songs. Okay, so we're still working on. Oh, I had that on. We're still okay. Is that triggering right now? I was tweaking that stuff. Well, all right. Notes. Sure. Yeah, that should probably be its own thing. That's all part of the seed stuff I haven't really properly finished yet. This is me trying to fix seed stuff and still working on that. That was part of that debugging. That's a part of the seed stuff. So I'm not sure what the state of this particular version is. Well, I could see if that particular line needs to be there. You're right. Did I type Scala somewhere? Song selection? Nope. It's also not Elm. You know what? You're right. I forgot to put. I often put Lua in, or the language in the title. This is Lua. All right, so default seed. Okay, so we seem to have been past the version that was always doing this. So we don't need that per se. But is it always doing that one? UI programming over syntax. Well, this is being used for UI programming in this case. All right, so if I start a new game, it's actually, yeah, consistent per game is actually what we wanted of the game seed. 19. $26. Okay, so now the other question. From a clean start. Oh, there's our 8365. So this version does not yet have that fixed. Okay. Oh, and speaking of updating titles, we have found the disappearing options. Now what we want to do, and I did see there was a new version, but there's like hot fixes pending, so I didn't necessarily want to jump on it yet. No. So I need to do. I need extra information about why these things are in the order they're in. So 4 of these songs we're showing, we may be able to add extra stuff. Now, am I passing the song object over there? Or am I passing specific things? What did I call this? Song list item. Yes, a cell. But what do I have available in there? Song list items. That's where we set it up. Where do we actually create those? It's been a long time since I worked on this. That's part of it. I think pick by range what we're currently using. Oh, pick by bounds. Okay. So perform pick. See, is that the thing that creates the selections? Local selections. Selections equals cell. Predicted score. In possible steps. Is this even the same function? Yeah. So possible steps comes from there. Return possible, table.insert possible, brand new table. So we start off with step, song, notes per second, meter, score. We're displaying some of that, well, a fair amount of that stuff. We kind of got that information. I might want to get the weighting values for it. Step, song, notes per second. Is this my score? Yeah, high score list. We got step, song, notes per second. All right. Add factors. Scored steps. Okay. Where did I? Those add factors. You also use that. Oh, no, that was something else. Okay. Okay, so we got constant, meter, NPS. Factors is a separate thing. BPM, radar values, squares, normalize. Do I need these individual things? I'm more concerned with what the random numbers are doing right now. Scored steps. Okay, that is a separate table with the ones that have scores. Stats pick recent. Okay, so that's the real one. I'm doing fake play, not fake data. Fake recent steps. So it's getting our score. That's saying selected. Oh, so these are the ones that were played this session? Yes. Okay, by stats, get stages played. Go through all of those stats and mark the ones, score, stage. We set a stage number in that case. Fake pick recent. Okay, so I don't necessarily do that only for the recent stuff. No. Stats pick recent, fake pick recent. Which I could see that I've fallen behind in what it's doing. So we get a score, we get a stage. Where? Oh, what picked was up here. Get song file path. Well, it should generally be behind the current steps. Behind the current stage. And when I start getting to faking, it's a little bit weirder. I need more water though. I'll be back in a minute. Tutorial.
Base dug out. Let's build that other set. Meal lice. Or meal wood. As far as it goes, putting doors down everywhere, it's a little bit of overkill. I probably don't even need to do that, but I just like it. One advantage to it is,
Rip. No, he didn't get XP. He did, but not much. Because he didn't kill it. Then let's kill this thing.
We'll digest it. This is it. This is it. This is the one.
Welcome back. All right, so this is really like the past data. Pick Pick by meter, pick by rate. We said it was pick by bounds was the current one. Predictions. 1 to stages. So picked current selections. If we've not already selected that one, range. Local range 0. So this is like if we can't find something, we need to use broader parameters. I had an idea about how to visualize what's going on here, but I don't know if it's going to be something that could be easily done here. So selections, possible steps. Actually, it might be a little bit of possible steps that I actually want to be doing stuff in. Because that's going to set up the order. Where do I do the ordering of that? Assigned score, fake recent steps, scored steps. Maybe it's further down in possible steps. Steps by step type. Oh, yeah, I missed the waiting part. Wait by plane count, remove unwanted, get all songs. Is this doing more than it says? Weighted. Song title count. Manual. Ah, maybe it was a manual selection? I don't know, this is doing... If this is doing the seed stuff, this is doing way more than just by play count. Graph weight. What did we graph there? Oop, that was the wrong screen, wasn't it? Ooh, okay, that appears to be some old code. Or I had the graph turned off for some reason. Curve graph. Yep. Okay, a graph with that ID. What's the ID? Would have to assign the variable. That might be a very old thing. Daf name. Get child model, get child graph. Do any of my graphs work? Let's evaluate predictions. That's a specific overlay. Yeah, it's all curve graph. I think that one may have been removed. Graph data graph. Up. Okay, so you've got a local variable for it. Training history. Yeah, I don't have a lot of these anymore. Graph data overlay. Oh, curve graph was the thing I was using for some of these overlays. Okay. Did these still work? Ah. That particular one could have some improvements done to it. Yeah, that sort of works. So that graph exists. We had to get that one specifically. So that's using graph data. And graph data takes an argument for what it does. Graph weight, graph clear, graph add point, graph add point. That relies on that global graph, which is probably maybe the one I'm using in the eval. This is back when I was just kind of playing with numbers, I think. So we always had that. Now weighted, weight by play count. This value might not exist outside of this function. Graph data expects to get handed a simple table of singular values. Graph weight, item dot count, item weight, and there's some specific scaling here. Well, I don't think this is maybe not directly useful anyway. Started I, weighted I song. Reset the seed. So this is what doing the randomization part. So weighted gets a weight. Weighted gets a song. So we take songs, we return a sorted, which is the songs. I'm using weight elsewhere. That's in graph weight. I don't think so. So I think that's the main thing I can get out of here. The song title count. Am I doing that elsewhere? Not really. I mean, we can get that from the profile, man, but we've got it here. So sorted, I think, is what we're displaying. So it's all songs. Song steps. Well, it inserts that into this stuff. So you could get to it through song. It would, So the songs have a weight. I mean, that should still affect the song selection. Maybe that's a factor, though. We should be able to get to song. All right, so in our song list item, I think a selection is one of these. Is a song should now have a weight and a count. But we need a graphical element to show that. Oh, we switched over here. All right, you still good? Ooh. Attempt to index a song value. 408. Oh, is song an underlying object? That we can't just attach properties to? Well, get display main title, so or maybe am I doing properties wrong? It's been a little bit. No, there's one of the properties awaited. So possible steps gets all songs and then sets up this thing. So sorted I is weighted I. we getting song here? G in I pairs all songs. Okay, so that's a leftover error from before. So that was, we're just like kind of dumping this internal structure out. But that should get us items which to display on the screen like that. In a nice convenient way. Title, artist group, meter text, meter bar. So these aren't doing a whole lot of stuff. And these are the debugging, so I don't need to get too hung up on perfect positioning. Somewhere near like meter text and note per second text. Okay, X, we go over, we go down for the bar, we do notes per second. Then we like jump back for that stuff. So this is all down, 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 down. So this is like a reset to this position from here. Do I start here? Notes per second bar. And then we set, oh, so that's right, because of the graph, that's at 0. That's a y minus. Now, this is the challenge with relative spacing. It kind of mess you up. So we do that, we do that. Oh, so we reset to there for notes per second text. X is fine. Wait, we've got 2 X's. Now that was notes per second. So meter text was at there. And X would be over a little bit more. Notes per second is plus 55. All right, and that's a reset on Y, not a relative. No. So we have Inner text XY. Set it to. Wait, I must assign this somewhere. Okay, there's that. Yeah, so I failed to update. Oh, wait, text. Sort of terrible. So flow width plus 55. You say you're at flow width. Maybe that's... Oh. Notes per second. Just set text. Okay, so we probably want something more like this. I mean, the weights could actually get down to some high precision, but I don't think we need that much. And this has to be more than that. I have no sense of what my unit scales are anymore. That's not very far. Didn't I usually do something or to skip training when I'm debugging? Minimum iterations. Maybe it's actually maximum. Well, that's definitely not it. Okay. It's still creeping over, and those are... Well, okay, so we sort towards low weight, so it makes sense they're going to be very, very small. Is that doing any other X relative size stuff? That's a Y. So the fact that these are all small makes sense. And the fact that the new ones are all small should then make sense. But if like those are all our zeros. That's a different song that has a 0. So our seated weighting does not seem to be working. Well, I mean, we kind of had to suspect that. Since our order kept changing. And this is just... Wait, where's the... Where's the Y change? Oh, you're negative, you're positive, I guess. As long as we're here. Oh, oops. We started copying this. It looked like the Y part of this was there. I didn't really change X. This should be a straight up number. Okay, so that's your play count weighting. Seems to be completely dominated by the random bit. So I have to compare the actual effective weights of those later. But we do see the random weights as a dominant factor because there's no variation in that right now. Is the weight the random weight? Weight by play count. Or is that the sum total of them? So we have a count, we've got manual pick. Equals math.random times, okay. So this is something else I need to break down. So that is our total effective weight. I need to remember some of the intermediate parts here. And then the rest is kind of all the play count. Weighting. Dot count, dot count. What was it? Yeah, it's times. So manual, then by weight, then we returned weighted to the thing that uses this. So it can pull out these values. And vertically, we don't have a heck of a lot of space here. All right, so weight rand, you might in fact be a small number. This one might also be a floating number. All right, so very small random number as we expect. 145, 145, 145. Got 4, 3. A slightly lower value for fewer played. And this had much less range than the last selection, interestingly enough. Wait. Huh? I'm getting a different answer for previously played song. Well, that could be its own little problem. I don't remember what it actually was. I wonder if the song list is coming back in an arbitrary order every time. Still, that shouldn't affect our previously played songs. We're not on fake data, we're just on fake play. Stages played. Stats get songs played. Don't I have a thing to like dump songs? Songs debug. That might be too big. Recent songs. Do I even still have left text on anymore? Yes. But where is it? Okay. It is large. It is over there. And maybe songs debug is broken. Or maybe we're not actually getting recent songs info? Song debug. String.format, main title. What about... Let's report script error. Okay. That clearly does something. That clearly does something. I don't know that... That would only be any different if there's nothing there. So recent songs is busted. That's not good. Oh, maybe my stages played never went up because I faked it. But I thought I had specifically taken steps to fake that so that the... Well, maybe I faked it, and now I've reloaded. I'm not seeing an answer to this question. I'm not seeing this function called. Oh, it's only called for that. Maybe it's recent steps that stats pick recent. Is this what we use? Pick recent, yeah, okay. Stages, get stages played. So do you have something? No. Zero. What increments that? Okay, I increment my stage, but that's not going to interact with Statsman. So if I need to track recent songs, I have to actually go through things. Let's see, do we care about that right now? We don't care about that. Well, it kind of matters that I'm not on stage 1, because it's supposed to be consistent after stage 1. Am I using the right tools for that? Well, that just affects whether we reseed. Seed, 0.2, 0.2, 0.26, 0.26. So we shouldn't be reseeding. All right, so that was looking at why the previous one wasn't changing. And the assigned random value to our top songs is also different. This function name isn't necessarily accurate anymore. It's more than just play count. Let's see, is this entirely caused by this? Well, that would be a bad number to... Alright, The Edge, Game of Love, The Edge, Game of Love. They're all play count 3, they're all 119. So our random sequence is not doing what we think it should be doing. All right, 0.63, 0.75, 0.78. Alright, so one possibility is that I was lazy with my manual seeding. So for testing purposes, what are we seeing for default seed right now? Okay, so that was reinitialized. Okay, that's actually that from there. Get game if stage equals 0. Are these consistent? Oh, that resets this stuff, which might be a separate issue, but alright, template of low, stratosphere. No. Ah, because we removed that. Oh, we still have a fractional seed. Oh, because I'm still in the first round. So we've got our constant seed. All right, 0.98. 0.98. 0.98. 0.98. So I think the issue is that I was lazy in my seed. Well, get seed. So actually, I think I can put this back. And then we're always doing this right now. No, we're not doing this right now. Well, we can just overwrite it. Oh, well, I have to do once to overwrite it. So if we do, this is probably like a 32-bit value. Possibly signed. We don't do... Maybe they didn't do it with that symbol. No, that's specifically squared. I guess they don't expect an exponentiation. The range of values I saw from the game get seed almost make it more like a 16-bit value. And that's what I was thinking of. $32,768, and it'd probably be a -1. 32,767. Ah, and what is it, floor? Was it math.floor? Yes. All right, 6, 7, 16. Whoa. Whoa. Default seed 5795. 6, 6. Hmm? That's the only thing that can change that value in between there. Okay, so it's constant. It is not equal to that. Oh, this might be old text because we're printing out so much stuff. Okay, that's the actual thing. We're not hitting the other line because we're not printing. Okay. Okay. Or some not. Okay, so now we have some consistent value. Now we do want to look at what does it produce? 3957, 3957, 3957, 3957, 3957. Okay, so the fractional values, the random engine must only work with integers, and it was treating 0 as reseed yourself. Is this Spiral DJ, Spiral DJ, Spiral DJ. So that is getting consistent results. How about further down? However, it looks like we're picking different levels. Of the songs? 5, 4, 6, 5, 8, 6, 6. Oh, actually, right off bat. Yeah. So there's still something inconsistent in the curve we're picking. Our song preference order is becoming very consistent. But we're not getting a consistent curve on each round. So that has to do with these things, which we're not on stage 0. These should not be getting updated. All right, I'll set to scale. Those seem like odd numbers. Does it? No, because it's printing out those random numbers as fractional. We're still getting random stuff there. Math.random to math.pi. Okay, given did these change from floating to integer with 2 arguments in Outfox? Now this is Lewis stuff. This is not SM particular. So this is gonna be like standard library. Math. Your number M. Pseudo-random integer when called with 2 integer numbers. Okay, so there is no provision. So this may have actually been wrong for a while. Or we were using a different version of Lua before. So these we need to execute once. So this is just math.random times math.pi, because that was 0. This is math.random times 2 plus 1. Now, the fact that those were 2 and 2 and we're getting different results is still fishy. So 269, 268, 269, 268, 269, 268. But 54, 14, 52. So something is still broken further down. Is that wiggle factor? Seems to be. Build flow. Math not sin. Do I have a thing set up? These are various things where I was calling it with just similar parameters. All right, so that has a peek around third song. So the thing that we're graphing seems consistent. So this is where I need to get some more stats into. Current flow dot wiggle. Is that a thing we can do? Because that's with the overall curve. That looks awfully similar. Oh, wait a minute. I put the individual difficulties of each song in scrambled order. And there's no control on that. Because we didn't want to have an overall preference for one of them. Training data. But that needs to be game seeded essentially. And that's happening on every single iteration of this. Now, so waiting is... Wait by play count is doing the seed stuff. Maybe I have to pull out the point at which we do our random seeding. Although doing it separately for each thing does have a small advantage in that the overall sequence, well, if we're changing code, I don't care about sequence consistency. So I might actually have to do this around possible steps. Problem being, if we like do this stuff, we won't necessarily get that proper seeding, unless possible steps itself does it. Actually, we're going full screen anyway, so we can do... Ah, that was just you. What but then if we call wait by play count for random purposes, that's not going to be consistent. Well, we mostly don't do that anymore. All right, 544, 544, 544, 544. But if we start a new game, now this is back to our round 0 thing where we actually do get random seeds. That'd be the same thing as we just had. 135, 135, 135, 135. Let's see, and that had to do with the scrambled order of the individual steps, which was just array order, so it wasn't really super visible. Yeah, so scramble the steps, 4 steps. Wait, let's just wait. So we put them in song order, scrambled the steps so that we don't get the same order every time we get the song. Maybe a better way to do this would be to do wait by play count, then wait by random. After we do steps, that would give you the random weight on every thing. It would all be in one seed. It would all be one process. It would also fix this function name. We were using a singular weight value here. And we just multiplied that into the weight by that. So we would go through, we would assign like play weight to songs that exploded to steps. So I guess that's, each one would get the play weight of its song. Then you get the individual steps random weights. Well, I guess doing it this way actually makes it a little bit more consistent in song selection. So even if like you're using the estimated values and the algorithm tweaks a little bit, you're going to get the same song, just a slightly different level. All right, so that thing was off. All right, so yeah, we added a global seed for the times where we had to override that, which is hopefully fixed in upline or upstream. But we've been using that seed. This was debugging. That's testing. That's testing. See, that's all that hunk. This is part of the seed. This is a little patch up in there. This stuff should probably manually fix. We need to clean that up. That's just been me changing how I do stuff. I don't necessarily need to propagate these values anymore. All of this stuff was really just for debugging. Keeping it there might not be too bad. Oh, and then returning the weighted, which... we only needed to copy it into here so that we could debug display it. Okay, so that was an actual change. That was rewritten to support doing that. We brought that in, and we did the seed change. This is using our seed instead of their seed, so that's that. That was just a double comment. This was some additional bugging we don't really care about. Okay, and that should almost be a separate thing. Wait, didn't I attempt to commit that already? Oh, okay, so we're still in here. Wait. Okay, so apparently we didn't get that line. Okay, no, I don't want that. I just want to reset the index. I think it's reset soft. Files from staging area. Unstaged files. Oh. Git add to discard changes. Git restore staged is apparently the... Is that... Oh, dot dot... So that's that. Maybe it's this file. Okay. Somehow we didn't actually get that. So got that little orphan. We've got that fix. All right, that, well, this is a big hunk. That's probably a change. So we've got our header file. Already did that. This was new. This was kind of part of that. This might be fixed at the next... It could be fixed now. I just wanted to mess with the needing hotfix release. Oh, wait. I worked it out. I didn't actually put it in. And we're still reporting the seed. So change that to get that. If there's a problem, fix it. Still reporting that for the time being. And since I haven't been streaming, I have not been using this the same way. Which really, that should be a separate thing, but yeah. And we've been over the individual bits. This is kind of two things. Track our own seed and track our own seed. Oh, right. It was random because we were using a bad random number. And use seeded random numbers for scrambling individual steps. I see you already added. Use seed for ordering of steps in each song. And that, I think, will actually set it up. Well, I mean, I'll have to try it actually playing it. That will be in a few days. Hopefully the patch will be out by then. I can then run a check to see if the seed is fixed. And then we can actually update stuff. Was I checking in notes? Yes. I just did the other one earlier. So the one other thing I might want to do what was it? 3? Is the current selection algorithm. It's more complicated than I would like. I've thought of a way to sort of describe what's going on visually that only really works for one song at a time. So we'd either do it for current song, or maybe we do some sort of, well, here's the selection range for everything arrangement. But that might be an interesting way to see how my parameters are interacting with the songs in terms of is it really tight? Is it really loose? It's really pretty obtuse right now. But it's about lunchtime for me. So that is it for now. Let me see if I have anything to recommend. No, it's been a while since I looked at Stepmania People, since I'm stopped doing that on stream myself. What do we got? Okay, we've got JSRTS game. I guess JavaScript Lua might be a little bit similar. So for more nice, cool to hang out. Ooh, what are those names? Erigaganti is doing a JavaScript RTS. So that's someplace cool to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, and Twitch expired again. Does that one work? Yeah, that one works. Anyway, that's someplace cool to hang out.